Hello, Rod.
Hello.
For being with us. Thanks for being with us today. The questions today are about your use of the digital learning objects for preparing children towards the science fair. Can you tell us a bit about it?
The science fair is coming up in August, and so as a preparation to get, I noticed from last year's class that they had a lot of difficulty in creating a fair test to test their experiment or their hypothesis. And so the plan this year was, through the digital learning objects, was to get them having a play, if you like, to decide and come to their own kind of landing on what a fair test was all about. So we used the learning objects as a means to an end for them to get a real grip on.
What did you think the advantage of a fair test through a learning object was?
Well, they could see straight away that some of the programs they weren't even allowed to progress unless they'd only changed, say, one variable.
Mm-hmm.
So it forced them to be thinking about what they changed and what effect that would have on the outcome of the experiment. So it really focused them in on the effects that just changing a single variable would have on their experiment.
And I know your process with the science fair boards and production of it is not yet finished, but so far in the process, what can you say about whether the use of the digital learning objects was profitable, of benefit to them?
Well, at this stage it seems to have been a benefit. I mean, from what I've seen of their group work when they've been on the individual computers and the way they've approached the tasks, they seem to be getting a grasp of what conducting a fair test is all about. But I guess we won't really know until I see the results. And we did a little talk back in class today of one group that had completed their experiment, but as we kind of went through it, it became obvious that even though they kind of had the idea of only changing one variable, they still hadn't thought it all the way through. They only changed one variable at a time, but there were a couple of other factors that influenced the results. So we're halfway there, I think, and we might be able to give you a better answer on that come August.